السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، ومرحبا بكم لبرنامجكم السيدة ينسن وجيرانها العرب. هذا البرنامج يبث 4 مرات في الأسبوع، وعندنا يمسي يعني الصفحة الشخصية لتعطيكم شنو البرنامج تندوز. Good day og velkommen til jeres program på Jensens Arabisk Naboer. Det program sendes 4 gange om ugen. Vi har en hjemmeside, tvsalam.dk. Det vi snakker om i dag, det er den amerikanske ambassade, der har inviteret os til en Ramadan-middag. Det er en fantastisk oplevelse. Det er, at en amerikansk ambassade inviterer muslimer til at bede af ambassaden, osv. osv. Ha' det godt, og kig lige på programmet.
Det kommer en bog, hvor den hedder lidt solprogram.
لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله.
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آتي محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وبعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته إنك لا تخلف الميعاد صلى الله على سيدنا محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
احنا دابا في سفارة أمريكان وتنصليو المغرب بإعادة أمريكانسك أمباساد
This is my friend right here. A Muslim. He was one of the first people I met in Denmark. He was, yeah.
He took us around. We had lunch at one restaurant, we had dessert at one restaurant, we had
Ramadan Kareem. Thank you, each of you, for giving me the privilege of sharing an iftar dinner with you this evening, especially on the first day of Ramadan. It means a lot to me that you have taken the time to come and be part of this evening. And I hope you've had an opportunity to meet some of the others who are here tonight. I'm thrilled to have such a distinguished group. I appreciate each one of you for the leadership you show in your own community. Ramadan, as you all know, is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar and is announced every year by the rising of the new moon. It's a time for fasting and self-control, for inner reflection and spiritual devotion. It's a time to renew commitment to patience, humility, and charitable solidarity with those who are less fortunate. The great religions of the world share these ideals: compassion for fellow human beings, commitment to human dignity, and devotion to a loving God from whom we draw strength, particularly in times of challenge. As we gather tonight in an expression of respect for the religion of Islam, we also celebrate the contributions Muslims have made throughout the ages to our civilization. Our thoughts tonight are drawn to, among others, the people of Syria, who struggle for justice as they are daily confronted by the brutality of an oppressive regime. And collectively, we all hope that a political solution can be found. Last year, during Ramadan, my attention was drawn to a story on CNN about 2 young American Muslims who, in 2010, decided to visit 30 mosques in 30 days. And last year, they did it again. They selected mosques in 30 different states last year, from Alaska to Hawaii, from Minnesota to Louisiana. One of those 2 young men, Aman Ali, we brought to Denmark last fall. He would like to be a comedian, but he is an inspiration to many. From him, I learned that the first mosque constructed in the United States was in, no, not New York City. It was in Ross, North Dakota, a tiny town in the heartland of immigrations from Northern Europe, particularly Scandinavia and Germany. This mosque was built in the 1920s by immigrants from Syria, Lebanon, and it was constructed underground, a sub-basement. I suppose it was slightly less expensive, and it protected them from those harsh North Dakota winters. It was small, only about 111 square meters, and spiritual leaders had to come from Canada and Minneapolis to conduct services. Now, earlier mosques existed, but they existed in already existing structures. So this was the first mosque constructed. And this evening, among our many interesting guests, is Kai-Uwe Bergman of the Bjarke Ingels Group, who has the design for the modern mosque we're expecting to build in Copenhagen, as well as awards for mosques in other countries. So tonight, let us celebrate the richness and diversity of our world, a world of many faiths. Let us appreciate that we live in countries where we have the freedom to practice the religion we choose. And let us grow through understanding the common spirituality of our religions. You know, it's very easy sometimes to focus on the differences, but let us not do that. Let us reflect on the fact that for each and every one of us, our happiness and our success depends on the ability of us all to get along in this world. And that includes an understanding and appreciation of all of the religions. So let us, as we leave here tonight, understand that diversity is a source of richness and strength and not of division. Thank you for permitting me to have the opportunity to host you for this iftar dinner. Again, Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak. I know the evening is not over. Please, if you're still hungry, help yourself to the buffet.
على إتاحة الفرصة لهذا اللقاء الجميل على هذا الإفطار اللذيذ الذي عودتنا عليه السفيرة فولتون والسفير السابق كان.
Miss Ambassador, dear guests, I'd like to congratulate you all with Ramadan, the month of love, goodness, and where we meet each other, the month of sympathy and cooperation, and I do thank the Ambassador for giving us the opportunity for such nice meeting over such delicious food.
أيها السيدات والسادة، نجتمع على هذا الإفطار اللذيذ مع مجموعة مختارة من المدعوين في ظروف آمنة نشعر فيها بالراحة والاطمئنان في الوقت الذي يمر فيه شعبنا السوري في أقسى الظروف والأحوال، حيث ينعدم الأمن ويدك النظام الدكتاتوري الحاكم المدن والقرى السورية بالمدفعية والدبابات والطائرات، وتراق دماء الأبرياء من النساء والأطفال والشيوخ، وتنتهك فيه أعراض النساء والرجال، وتنفذ المجازر الجماعية بحق هذا الشعب المسالم الأعزل الذي خرج إلى الشوارع معبراً عن عدم رغبته بهذا النظام البعثي الطائفي الذي زور إرادة الشعب وكمم الأفواه وقبر الحريات وانتهك حقوق الإنسان وملأ السجون والمعتقلات بالشرفاء وأصحاب الفكر، ونهب ثروات سوريا وعاث في الأرض الفساد. ومن المؤسف أن يتم هذا على مرأى ومسمع العالم كله وبدعم وتأييد بعض الدول الظالمة التي تمد هذا النظام بالغطاء السياسي والسلاح الفتاك والفيتو الجائر.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all gathered here over this delicious dinner with a selected group of guests in peaceful atmosphere where we enjoy tranquility and safety, while our people in Syria are being subjected to extremely harsh circumstances, without any security, as the dictatorial regime in Syria is bombarding the cities and the villages with artillery, tanks and aircrafts. And thus a lot of innocent blood is being shed, the blood of women, children and old people, and both women and men are being raped and wide-scale massacres are carried out against a peaceful, defenseless people. Because the same people took the streets as they fed up with the sectarian Ba'athist regime, a regime who had manipulated the will of the people and shut off the mouths, buried any signs of freedom and violated human rights, and filled the jails and detention centers with the honorable and free thinkers, and looted the wealth of Syria and destroyed the country with its corruption. Unfortunately, all this is being conducted under the very nose of the whole world, and even with the support of some unjust states who supply this regime with the political cover and deadly weapons along with the notorious veto.
إنني أشعر بغصة شديدة لأن الناس يجتمعون في أول يوم من أيام رمضان على تشييع الشهداء بدلا من اجتماعهم على مائدة الإفطار، والكثير منهم لا يجد اليوم ما يفطر عليه هو وأسرته إلا بقايا الخبز وجرعات الماء.
I feel a lump in my throat because people are gathering around the funeral of the martyrs in the first days of Ramadan, instead of meeting around the iftar table as they used to. And many of them have nothing but small pieces of bread and some drops of water for their iftar.
وفي هذا السياق أشكر كل من وقف إلى جانب الشعب السوري الأعزل في نضاله لتحقيق حريته وحقوقه المشروعة، ونطالب الدول المحبة للسلام لتحقيق العدل والحرية والسلام بمواقف أكثر حزما على نحو ما فعلته في ليبيا لحقن الدماء البريئة. وأؤكد على أن شعبنا اليوم مصابر رغم فداحة التضحيات، يسجل انتصاراته بنفسه بصموده الرائع وبجيشه الحر الذي حقق قفزات نوعية في مواجهته لهذا النظام الجائر الذي بدأ ينهار تحت ضربات هؤلاء الأحرار الذين عقدوا العزم على تحرير سوريا من هذا الحكم الدكتاتوري الظالم.
At the same time, I do thank everyone who stood by the defenseless Syrian people in their struggle to achieve their freedom and legitimate rights, and urge all the countries that highly estimate the value of justice, freedom and peace to be more decisive as they were in Libya, in order to put an end for the bloodshed of the innocents. I want here to emphasize that our people today, despite the huge sacrifice, is still standing fast and achieving remarkable victories through the Free Army, who managed to define the regime which is crumbling under the blows of those free men who are determined to liberate Syria from this oppressive dictatorship.
إن الشعب السوري والمهاجرين من وطنهم بسبب ظلم النظام على ثقة كاملة بأن هذا النظام سيسقط في القريب العاجل، وكلهم أمل ورجاء في أن يقضوا مع بعضهم أيام العيد في سوريا.
The Syrian people and all the immigrants who have had to leave their homeland because of the injustice of the regime are fully confident that this regime will fall in the near future, and they have a real hope to enjoy their next Eid in Syria.
شكرا لك سعادة السفيرة على هذه الفرصة الطيبة التي أتحتيها لنا، وشكرا لكافة المدعوين الكرام على إصغائهم، ومعذرة عن هذه الإطالة، وكل عام وأنتم بخير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
My kind thanks to the ambassador for this nice opportunity, and thanks to the honorable guests for their kind attention, and my apologies for the long word.
Bravo.